Normally, we give serious thought to our goals and make significant efforts to line up with the cosmos. But have you ever pondered the why behind it all? It's not always a straight route to actualization. It would appear that the cosmos has an extraordinary knack for leading us through a number of preparatory stages, not to halt us but to shape us into preparedness for the major stage of manifestation itself. Consider these actions as cosmic evaluations, tests of our dedication and preparedness. The universe in its infinite brilliance is putting us to the test. It's as if the universe nods at you with each test, asking in a hushed voice, "Are you ready for the treasures you seek?" Once we get beyond these difficulties, the universe unlocks the door to our deepest wishes. Manifesting, or making our ideas come true, is a fascinating concept. The allure of a place where our wildest fantasies may come to life is irresistible. This way isn't without its difficulties, though. At this point, there are often two main questions that must be answered. Why does the practice of manifestation persist? And why do so many people go the wrong turn? Everybody has a learning curve. Intention and harmony come together to create manifestation. When we least expect it, we're faced with a tidal wave of difficulties instead of a wave of good progress. The universe seems to be giving us the exact opposite of what we want, which is really perplexing. We determine our priorities and actively seek out enriching experiences, material success, and meaningful relationships, to name a few. However, there are occasions when the road seems to take an unexpected twist. Life's complex web can ensnare us in situations that seem to run counter to our goals. As the difficulties seem to mount, even our financial status might worsen, leaving us wondering about the direction of events. Even while we ponder the causes of this exciting phase's sudden shift in momentum, we must stay true to our goals. Clarity can be achieved by time spent alone. In its mysterious wisdom, the universe reveals to us that there is a method to its apparent chaos. It's a test, a gauge of genuineness, if you will. In essence, the universe is asking, are your desires truly authentic? Are you willing to accept the truth you need? This is a quest for authenticity, a quest to unearth our deepest yearnings and make a firm decision to live in accordance with them. Consider, as an illustration, the drive to amass vast fortunes. It's a goal shared by many people, but much like any other endeavor, the road to such riches involves a metamorphosis, a change in character that enables one to handle money appropriately. For instance, the cosmos is putting use to the test by making us wonder if we're cut out for this kind of radical change. In a society where hopes and dreams are always in the spotlight, the mysteries of the cosmos remain a mystery. They're like a mirror, reflecting back to us how deeply we want something and prompting us to consider whether or not we're ready to fully commit to our aspirations. It's a revelation that sheds light on our next steps. We know how to face the challenges of space travel. Then, as if by magic, things alter with the flip of a page. What we thought were obstacles turned out to be stepping stones on the path to the rewards we sought. We've corrected our course, and now we're seeing rapid progress toward our goals. It's proof that the cosmos is more complex than we give it credit for, a driving force that wants us to be who we really are and follow our deepest passions. As we go more, we are brought back to the original question that has always been at the center of manifestation. It's a query that might help us understand the cosmos better. You have to go deeper than expecting the universe to grant our every want in order to experience true manifestation. It's about how the cosmos provides us with mirror images of who we are. Okay, let me say that again. The cosmos is not a magical wish-granting machine, but rather a self-reflective mirror. It is the fundamental mechanism at the heart of manifestation. Getting exactly what you want is not the point. To receive what is in harmony with your nature is the key. Consider this. Whether it's financial success, a meaningful relationship, or a cozy place to call home, you have dreams. But here's the basic principle. Change is only an illusion as long as your core identity, your resonant frequency, doesn't shift. This shift, then, is crucial. The cosmos enters the picture now, not as an enemy, but as the artist who shapes your path. The cosmos presents us with obstacles to encourage us to grow and alter our point of view. Despite difficulties, you must ask yourself if you are ready to reflect the spirit of plenty. When we open our eyes to this reality, we might find possibilities within difficulties. It's not merely a change in external conditions, it's a shift in perspective. The second layer of the universe's plan is to watch as you stick to your newfound self, especially when things become tough. By making our wants known and exploring the territory of manifestation, we are making the decision to start over. We've decided to reinvent ourselves. The universe is shaping this new you, softly nudging you to act as though you already know these aspirations. And these obstacles are the signs of our resolve. They lead us down the path of self-improvement. Every time we engage on the process of manifestation, we are, in effect, making a decision to accept a different version of ourselves. Making this decision is the catalyst for achieving our goals. Let's do a thinking experiment before we get into how to deal with these difficulties. Much for a second. Try to see your past self as a sentient person, much like your beloved cat, dog, or other animal. It seems as though this beast has made its home in your thoughts, your awareness, and your very existence. Now picture a new creature moving in, taking up residence in the area formerly occupied by the previous one. The situation is analogous to a new renter moving into an existing apartment. In what ways may the previous tenant respond? The veteran beast would test its dominion over the upstart. Another option is for it to reluctantly concede defeat and go. This analogy helps to clarify an important aspect. If you're having trouble bringing your desires into fruition, it may be because your old self or old patterns are fighting this shift. Take heart though, for this resistance portends the impending destruction of the old you. Let's go into the best strategies for facing these cosmic tests. The first stage is to respond to the old you's revolt with appreciation and even joy. Because resistance from your established routines and sense of self is a sure sign that they are about to dissolve. This stubbornness, paradoxically, results in the destruction of the old in favor of the new. However, many individuals shrink back in fear when they see such indicators. They fear change because it threatens their status quo. They revert to type, unable to venture into the uncharted zone of change at this pivotal moment of revolt. Nonetheless, we are here to acknowledge and comprehend the significance of this disruption. When we come to appreciate its significance, we see that breaking away from the familiar is the first step toward radical alteration. We have the insight to understand the significance of this transformation and the fortitude to fully embrace it. We know that the more our past selves try to hold on, the more they will inevitably crumble. Each day is a new chapter in the book of self-destruction, and a fascinating development occurs along the way. The second element is to actively take on the characteristics of the improved self. If you're having trouble, try not to dwell on how bad things are and how bad others are treating you. A more developed mind sees plenty of opportunities and feels safe in its own skin. When you face obstacles on your path, think about how the person you want to become would handle them. When things get tough, a simple exercise can help. Envision yourself in the head of your fully realized self. Then think about it. How would he go about tackling something like this? So how would he react? Being here in your thoughts will open up a plethora of direction. When you put on the skin of your future self, you have access to all of the knowledge you'll have gained along the way. It's like getting advice from someone who has already achieved your goals. This idea can serve as a stepping stone for conquering challenges. Let's go on to the next milestone and toast your accomplishments there. Put things in perspective for a second. Every step, no matter how insignificant it seems, is a victory. The process of actualization isn't like flicking a switch or skipping a beat to suddenly see positive outcomes. Becoming a better person is a process that takes time and effort every day. Every morning is a new day to add to the masterpiece of your development. Accept this notion and give yourself permission to rejoice at every achievement. Today, did you successfully conquer a difficulty? Have you recently shown a surprising amount of poise? Celebrate your success, no matter how modest it may appear. You may send your subconscious mind a strong message by rewarding yourself for these small wins. You're giving yourself the impression that you're succeeding and getting closer to your goals. But please keep in mind that we're all still developing. Instead than trying to make drastic changes overnight, give yourself time to succeed. Your own path should be honored in its entirety. When these baby steps are added together, they pave the road for huge transformations. To get from where you are to where you want to be, acknowledge and celebrate your progress at each stage. An energetic fork appears whenever there is a problem and things aren't falling into place. You may either feed the negative or the positive. When we run into problems, our normal reaction is to think negatively and dwell on the possibility that we may fail. But you are realigning your energy by acknowledging your progress and cultivating a positive mindset. You've prepared a great environment for development. Big or little, the cosmos is watching as you celebrate your successes. It recognizes your resolve and your desire for change, and it responds by bringing about an experience that is congruent with your goals. Here is when the skill of manifestation truly shines. It's not about being flawless or making dramatic shifts overnight. It's about making steady improvement and enjoying the ride. So take heart, my friends, since the ever-watchful cosmos appreciates your efforts and aligns with your goals. In reality, you get to design your own path. I appreciate your joining me on this adventure.